Welcome to my Module 5 paper circuit activity. In order to get started, I had to do some research on paper circuits. It's been a long time since I covered that topic in school, and I don't think I've actually ever built one, so I had a lot to learn. I started by looking at some templates for paper circuits. Then I explored the STEM package that we received in the mail, did some additional research on the materials that were in that package, and then had to review some of the PA standards because they're very different than those for my content area. This was really a hard activity for me to find a way that I could fit it into my actual class. So the only thing I could think of was, in child development, students typically design lessons for preschool age children. So I thought that as an additional activity, they could plan a lesson for elementary age students based on these Pennsylvania standards, and then actually go to our elementary schools and help with this lesson. So this was the standard that I thought best applied. In order to use the engineering design process, I thought I could ask how you would create a circuit to light the LED. Students could be challenged to create as many circuits as they could come up with. Then how could they accomplish the task using the materials provided, do any necessary research, draw out the model, create the circuit, choose the one that they will use for the card that they're going to create, reflect on whether it worked or not and how they could make it better, and then give them an opportunity to improve it by making it better and test it again. These were just some of the materials that I received in my envelope of STEMspiration. This is also one of the templates that I found as I was doing my research. So this was the first circuit that I ended up making. It included the watch battery. Well, I guess it's a larger battery than a watch battery, but a circular battery, copper tape, and the LED light. I learned through my research not to use a battery bigger than this or it could blow the circuit. This is the second one that I came up with using the battery connector, the light, and the battery with the wires. This was the card that I came up with. It was a pretty rough sketch, but it served its purpose. And the picture on the right was when I turned off the light and you could see the LED glowing through. So there were a lot of possible improvements that I thought that I could make. Incorporation or better incorporation of the sensor tag. I'll get into in a minute what I thought I could possibly do. A larger selection of materials for the students to use, and maybe some things that they would fail with. Incorporating multiple lights and a variety of different types of circuits. It could be a great activity for cross-curricular learning because circuits obviously aren't something that I would teach in my child development class, so maybe working with a different class to learn more about circuits. A greater focus on communication, having them really report out their findings at the end and maybe share their findings with the greater school community. So with my high school students, they could be sharing what they learned through the activity, and the elementary age students could be maybe making a screencast or a video on what successes they had, what worked, what didn't, and that could be shared with parents or administrators or, again, the greater school community. There weren't many math concepts incorporated, so that could be improved, an inclusion of a switch, and a better quality of my overall finished product. I did try to use the sensor tag. I looked at the LUX of the two different circuits that I made, and these were the results that I got from those.